When inspecting structures, you're looking for indications of cracked or poor welds, corrosion, loose fasteners, and material damage. You may see a crack in either the metal itself or the welds joining the pieces of the structure. These may be hidden by lagging or other obstructions, so look closely. Aluminum superstructures and decks are prone to cracking and developing bimetallic corrosion where they are joined to steel structures. Be alert for deck and bulkhead cracks. Many cracks have been identified by ship class. You should see the chief engineer to determine if any have been identified for your class of ship. Corrosion, particularly topside and in the bilges, is another problem. It may take the form of rust, exfoliation, or pitting. It may have been painted over at some point, even though the metal has been severely reduced in its thickness and strength. So look closely. Even worse, it may have been just painted over in the first place. Structural expansion joints should be clean. There should be no paint on the rubber. There should be no visible cracks or holes in the rubber and no sign of leakage to the interior of the ship. Where weight handling equipment is involved, be particularly concerned about the attachment points. In most cases, you should find a certification plate attesting to the test placed on the attachment. If you come across other weightlifting equipment, such as unrep gear or lifting harness, make sure there's a record of their weight test results on file somewhere. The structural integrity of radar and antenna platforms and similar structures should be inspected both on top and below. All cable connections should be clean and weatherproofed. If a tilt mechanism is installed, it should be clean and lubricated. Attachment points and fasteners should be in good condition. Handrails, handholds, and ladders should be clean and have no visible weld cracks on the attachment points. This is a safety issue. Ladder treads should provide good slip resistance. Decks covered with terrazzo and other deck coverings are very susceptible to moisture getting underneath the covering and deteriorating the deck below. Pay particular attention to the integrity of these decks, especially around fixtures that are welded to the deck and at the edges of the covering. Where you find a buckled deck covering, you will often find there is moisture between the deck covering and the deck. Note any discrepancies in non-skid or ablative coatings on the deck or bulkhead surfaces. There should be no open bulkhead penetrations, such as unused bulkhead stuffing tubes in watertight or flame-type compartments. When looking at the ship's structure, look for integrity, corrosion, look behind obstructions like lagging and flashing, and look for cracks or bends.